Hello everybody and welcome to Elementary Statistics Online. My name is Val Lockman and I will be your instructor for the class. I'm a mathematics professor at FCC and I teach this class regularly, both online and face-to-face, but I'm very excited to teach it for the first time during the summer. So in this video I will go through the main things that you need to know to be successful in the class. Okay, let's go ahead and go through some stuff on Blackboard. Blackboard will be your main launching platform for all activities in the course. So if you go to course materials, there's a bunch of things here that are already listed. I will not read everything through here, but let's go ahead and go through the syllabus just very quickly. I have office hours via Google Plus by request, and I will explain how to do that in a minute. My email is vlockman@frederick.edu. I check it very often, so take advantage of asking as many questions as you can via email. I will be more than happy to help you guys out. My phone number is my office number, so during the summer it's not very useful as I will be coming to my office maybe once a week. So if you need to contact me, definitely do it via email. Okay, then what do we have? We have Connect Math Course ID, this 5-digit number, and many of you already signed up for the class. Good job. If not, you still have time to do so. So this is the main information about the class and myself. I'm gonna let you read through the rest of this page, and now we're coming to course material and assessment of learning outcomes. So what are we going to need for this class? Essential Statistics by Navidi and Monk, and this is going to be an electronic textbook. You do not need to buy a physical book for this class. If you would like to do so, there are a couple of options that I will discuss, but it's actually not needed. And quite honestly, it's more expensive to buy a physical book than electronic. Okay, what else we will need? We will need a TI-83 or 84 graphing calculator. If you already have a TI-83, don't bother buying 84. There's a couple of commands that are not for 83, but I actually take care of that in my videos, so either one of those will be good. The ebook assumes that you have TI-84, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Most of the commands are already incorporated in TI-83 anyway. So what are you guys going to do this summer? There will be weekly reading assignments. I will be posting some videos that I've made myself and some of my colleagues, and then online homework and active learning. So let's take a look at your grade breakdown. The activities, the active learning activities, 20% of your grade. What are those? Those are written assignments. Okay, so they're not online, and the main purpose of those assignments is to introduce you guys to my style of writing assignments that need to be turned in by hand, so you know what my test will look like. Okay, then you have online homeworks, and that's also 20%, and then we have midterm and a final exam, each 30%. So you will have 2 tests that you take at the testing center. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna let you read through this. Class policies. Okay, so there will be 12 active learning assignments, open book, open notes. You're allowed to discuss them with each other. You can ask myself questions, and 2 of those, the lowest scores will be dropped at the end of the semester. Okay, homework is due every Sunday, just like the assignments, at midnight. And again, here's the course ID. And in each homework assignment, there's about 10 to 15 problems. Okay, and then the test will be at the testing center. For each of the tests, notice I give you a standard sheet of paper. You can write whatever you want on it because there's a lot of formulas and statistics. I know that it's very difficult to remember them all, so I'm not so much interested in your memorization skill, but rather the concept. Okay, so if you want to write some formulas down, be my guest. Okay, whatever you want to write, that's fine, and it's all for you. Okay, So, tests will be taken at the FCC testing center unless you're out-of-state student. In that case, we will need to make some different arrangement. Okay, if you have some valid reason for not being able to take a test, just let me know. I will be happy to work with you guys, but communication is the key. Okay, and then Connect Math is the place where you will be doing your reading, watching some videos, and doing online homework. Let's see, next page. So the next page is the breakdown of what's going to happen each week. Okay, and you see that we pretty much have 2 chapters per week. It slows down a little bit after the second half, so we'll have hypothesis testing and inferences on 2 samples, just those 2 chapters dedicated for 1 week at a time, right? So, but everything else goes 2 chapters per week. And I just want to remind you guys that this is an 8 weeks course, so you are taking the same material as would be covered during a regular semester and learning it within 8 weeks. So sometimes it will feel like we're learning a lot and it's going a little fast, but there's a reason for it. Okay, this is a shorter class, and then you will have a week to take the final exam. Okay, so we will stick to the schedule pretty well. I typically have no problems with sticking to schedules that I come up with at the beginning of the semester, but if something comes out, I will definitely let you know, and if we have to make different arrangements, I'll make a video, I'll make an announcement, and we'll take care of that. Okay, let's go ahead and go through Google Plus hours. Let's say you need to contact me and you need to talk to me face to face. Well, one way to do it is Google Plus. If you have a Gmail account, then you're all set. So what you have to do, okay, so here's a Google page, and you just need to log in, and then once you do that, here's this icon right here that says Google Plus. You go right up here, okay, Google Plus, and now if you press on this icon here, it will say start a video hangout, and then you will just request people to hang out with you. So start a video hangout, and let's say I want to do a video call, a phone call, or a message. So if I want to do a video call, okay, then I just need to tell who I want to talk to. Okay, so I'm sending invites as lockmanfcc@gmail.com, so that's my Gmail. Okay, and if you know my Google Plus ID, then you just request me here. Okay, so let's say I want to talk to my brother, Andrew. Oh, he doesn't come up. Okay, because his name is in Cyrillic. So, but anyway, you would type in your name, my name over here, so Lockman FCC, or I can talk to my husband. So here's Matthew Lockman. I would like to talk to him. I invite and would talk via Google Plus. It's kind of like Skype, but it's free, and you don't need to install anything. You just do it through the browser. Okay. So let's see what else we need to do. The syllabus is done, right? Google Plus, that's done. Okay, so how about Connect Math? Okay, so let me show you how you would go onto your homework website. Okay, so this is what your login page should look like. Okay, connectmath.com, and I think I have some links on Blackboard that will take you there. Okay, you log in, you go to your class. Okay, so here's the class, right? This is what it looks like. Okay, so let's just go back to Blackboard. Let's say we're in week 1. What's gonna happen? Okay, week 1, chapter 1. Let's take a look. What's going on here? I take a look at the assignment checklist. Okay, and I know, all right, this week I need to read chapter 1, watch videos on Connect Math and Blackboard if there's any, and then what are my graded assignment? Activity 1, Connect Math homework 1. Okay, and then I know that what the time limit is June 6th through June 12th. Okay, now here main definitions, and these numbers represent the page number of the text. Okay, you will not need to memorize all of these definitions, in the sense that I will not ask you to recite a definition in the test, but you need to understand the meaning. Okay, so if I say a simple random sample, you should know what that means. Okay, or you need to know the difference between experiment and randomized experiment, let's say, and I don't know, observation study. Okay, so no memorization, but basic understanding of the terminology. All right, so what do we do here? Okay, so here your online assignments are done, but where do we go? We go to resources, and let's say I want to watch some videos. Okay, if you're a visual learner, maybe you want to watch some videos. Okay, basic idea, sampling. So all of these are videos of the concept, main concept in this chapter. Okay, if you want to go to a different chapter, let's say chapter 3, and then go to section 3. Here are all of your videos. You click on it, and so this will load. They're relatively short, and that's one of the reasons why I really like them, because they're not too long, and it will go through the main ideas of this particular chapter. Okay? Now, what about reading? Well, you go to ebook. Will take some time to load. Chapter 1. And here's your book, and we just read through it. Okay, so let's go to first section. Okay, you can make notes here. You can make some marks if you need to. You can ask questions, and every time you see an icon like this, that means there's a video here. So it will take you to media, and the video, let's say this one with the calculator, and it also gives you all of the videos that are assigned to this particular chapter. Okay, so if you're a visual learner, you can just go through the videos. If you like to read text, this is what you would do. Okay, so ideally, how would you do it? You go through the chapter, and then you go back to your home page, and you start the assignment. So let's say I want to go ahead, and I can't do the assignment. I can only preview it because I'm the instructor. Okay, take a look at it, and I say, okay, what do I have? I have 9 questions, unlimited amount of times that I can take it, and it's due on Sunday night. So I start my assignment. Okay, once I read the book, and let's see what happens here. So now I read a problem, and there's all sorts of different things that are helpful. Now when it does solve it for me, what's going to do, it's going to solve this problem for you and then replace it with a different one. A guided solution will give you a solution to a different problem entirely. Okay, show an example, link to the textbook, tables and formulas. For the first chapter, you're not going to need those, right? But ask my instructor. Definitely ask me, guys, if you need help. I had some students told me this. Oh, I don't want to bother you, so I'm not going to use this command. Well, if I didn't want you to bother me, I would deactivate this command. It's there for a reason. I want you guys to use it. Okay, so don't feel bad if you, let's say you do a problem 3 times and you still get it wrong. This is the time to use it. Okay, what it's going to do is going to send me an email with the link to this particular problem, because you guys have different numbers. So you have the same assignments, but numbers are generated slightly different. Okay, so you can't just say, oh, it's problem 6, because it will be slightly different for you than anybody else. Okay, ask my instructor, use it. Okay, and you can save these, and then you submit it at the end once you're happy with your grade. So you can do all of these assignments as many times as you need until you're happy with your grade. Okay, so reading done, videos done, online homework is done. What is the next thing? Okay, the next thing is weekly activities. Okay, so you go to weekly activities, and over here I already posted 2 assignments that are due June 12th. Okay, if you click on this assignment right here, it will give you all the details. So it's due Sunday the 12th. It's 15 points. Okay, that I'm gonna change. It needs to be 20 points. Okay, and then what is it? It's this piece right here. So here, it's a written assignment. You can save it as a file, and you can write on it, or you can scan it if you would like. Okay, but this is for you to get used to my style of making assignments on paper. All right, so let's say you've done it, then you go ahead and write submission. So you can type your solution here, solutions, okay, or you can browse your computer and attach a file, okay, where you saved your solution in advance. All right, so this is how you would do it. Let me just show it to you again. Okay, you go to activities, right, and then first you download the file. You read the problems, you solve them the best you can. Okay, you can either print out this file and write on it, scan it, send it to me. Okay, or you can save it as a Word file and type right in it, or you can just submit the solutions. Okay, so how do we submit the solution? You click on the activity 1. Okay, write submission. Okay, make sure that you submit it by write submission, and then this is where you write or you type, right? Okay, if you do it in the comments, it's going to make this teeny tiny text for me, and which I'm having such a hard time reading it. So comments are really just for comments. For example, you can say, well, I am not sure about problem 4 or something like that. Okay, please help me with this concept. Okay, so if it's just a quick comment, then go ahead, but main text will go here. Okay, and then you submit. You save the draft if you need to, you submit, and that's the end of it. All right, so then you go to week 2, you take a look, everything is already assigned. Okay, assignment checklist, TI-84 calculator guide. Now let's talk about these guided notes. These guided notes are provided to you guys by the publisher. They're specific just for you. They're not, you don't need to submit them to me. Some people like to read a text and kind of fill out the missing parts here. Okay, you do not need to do this if you don't want to do it, that's fine, but some of my students find it very, very helpful, so that's what it's there for. Okay, but again, let's see what a typical week will look like. I have an assignment checklist for each of the chapters. Guided notes are provided for you if you would like to use them. Calculator guide for each of the chapters as well. Okay, and some of my videos actually have instructions for calculators, and I know there's a lot of them, so that's one of the reasons why you get a sheet of paper. Okay, so you can use it. Then let's see, whenever you see a video from your instructor, I would strongly recommend watching it. In these videos, I talk about little tricks to remember things and most common mistakes. You absolutely don't have to watch them, but I encourage you very much to do so. Many of my students tell me that they find them very useful, that there is some information in the book that you just can't get. Okay, and I talk about the most common mistakes that I see all the time, so you can avoid those. Okay, and some of the other helpful videos that I found with my colleagues and on other websites. All right, so your week 1 through 8 assignments are done. Let me just talk about one more thing and we will be finished. So week 4. Now we're going to take midterm on week 4. Okay, so it's going to be June 27th through June 30th at the FCC Testing Center. I'm letting you know about it right now, guys, so you can make arrangements if necessary. Okay, you will have 2 hours. You can use a calculator, one sheet with formulas front and back, pen, pencil, scrap paper, and I will talk about this test again once we get closer to the date. But you have 4 days. Whenever you feel like it, you go in and take it, and then I will pick up the test on Friday and grade them over the weekend. If you have something planned for that week, just contact me. We'll make arrangements, okay? But communication is the key. If you talk to me, you explain the situation, I'll be happy to work it out, all right? Now, notice the same week we're still covering a new chapter. Okay, we just cannot have 1 week just for the test. Okay, so you're taking the test, chapter 1 through 6, and we're still learning chapter 7. All right. Now, what about week 8? Okay, again, going a little bit ahead. Final exam, not comprehensive, not everything that we've done. Right. So midterm, chapter 1 through 6, done with that material. Final exam, chapter 7 through 11. Okay, same thing. You will have Monday through Thursday, 4 days to take the test. Okay, same arrangements as before, 2 hours, calculator, formula sheet. Okay, now in this case, you will not need to study any new material. All right, so I think that pretty much covers everything. If I've missed something, I will let you guys know. About announcements, I'm trying not to bombard you guys with emails and announcements, so I will make anywhere between 1 to 4. 4 is the max announcements per week, okay? But if you see that maybe there is a typo, maybe there is something that you think is wrong, definitely let me know, and I'll make a massive announcement about that too. Oh, actually, there's one more thing that I did not mention. Okay, if you go to Connect Math, and go to messages. Here I've already created discussion boards for your activities. You are allowed to discuss this with each other. Okay, so if you have questions about them and you want to talk to your classmates, this is where you would do it. Now, I know some online classes assign points to discussion boards. I don't do that for the summer classes because I'm sure you guys are busy and you have 100 things going on. So I don't want your grade to be affected by the fact that you can't make a reply, or you can't make a forum post. Okay, so this is for you guys to use. I encourage you to do this, but I will not be giving you points for this. Okay, I will be looking through it and monitoring, and if I see maybe somebody answered the question incorrectly, I will correct that. Okay, all right. So welcome everybody again. I hope you're going to enjoy the class, and if you have any questions at any time, just send me an email. Okay, thank you very much, and let's have a great summer.